Hey guys, welcome back to Bucket of Cars. This time we've got a car that everyone can kind of relate to. This is going to be a blast to the past. I don't know anyone that doesn't know about this type of vehicle or hasn't been in one or maybe even owned one. I personally have owned two, never driven them. We're going to take you back to a year where I graduated actually. We're gonna bring you to a time where gas was 54 cents a liter or $2 a gallon. Minimum wage, well, it was $8.92 Canadian. That was a while ago. Now it's $16.75. Gonna bring you back to a time where Bill Clinton was impeached. And if you guys haven't guessed the year yet, it's around that time that everyone was freaking out that computers were going to crash. So, in this episode of Bucket of Cars, we're going to see if we can get this car running. Here it is, guys. A nice old 1999 Mustang convertible. Alright, we got a little Mustang in the back here that we're going to do a will it run on. Right now it doesn't run. For those of you guys that have been watching me, you guessed it, this came in through my business. Paid a whopping $200 for it. I was told that it had a no spark. The guy didn't want to sell it to me at that time. And then yeah, he ended up throwing what he said was a brand new coil in it. It still wouldn't start. He figures it's a fueling issue, but I don't know. We're going to look at it with you guys. So let's just do a quick walk around. So it's a 1999 Mustang. It's not a V8. Got some typical paint peel. It's not the best condition, but it's okay. Ain't no show car, I'll tell you that much. Tires, not really the best. It has been sitting for a little bit. The rotors in there, I know in the previous videos when I do this, you guys can't really see or tell, but rotors are a little rusted up and chewed up. Nothing that a quick burn or drive won't do, but the top seems to be okay. No rips or tears. A couple cat marks on it from a cat walking on it. Nothing too crazy. Seems to be pretty clean on the top. The back seems to be okay as well. It kind of looks like actually I only have real paint peel on that one corner. Yeah, so far it's just that one fender. So maybe it's worth touching up, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, it's no major dents or anything like that. Nothing too crazy. The hood's got some peel as well. Or fading. Maybe it'll polish out. I don't know if it's going to really show up on video, but it's not that good. But that's the exterior. Tires are not good. They're pretty much down to the wear marks. Yeah, can you guys even see? Sorry, I was looking. I wasn't looking at the camera. Let's take a look on the inside. We've got. Is this going to hit the trailer? Nope. There we go. This actually just came in, guys. How many of you guys remember these guys? Nice little Metro. I don't know what's wrong with it. We had the hood open just to see if it would start, but she knows she's not happy. Anyways, let's go back to this one. Typical, I guess, kinda. If big gashes, not along the seam is typical. Pretty dirty, pretty filthy. I don't know if there's anything hiding under. Oh, the seat's already up, so maybe the guy was trying to get to the fuel pump. I don't know. Let's get in here and take a look. I don't even know if it'll turn over. Is there any power? Oh, we got some power. We got some keys sitting here. I know when my staff usually rummage through the vehicle, see if there's anything good. Nothing too interesting. Got a nice upgraded Pioneer stereo. Oh, even has got the phone thingy. I don't even know how many kilometers this thing has. Let's take a look. I do have the key on me. Going really... Is it even going to register? Do I have to close the door? There we go. 279. So, not low. She was driven. We'll wait to try and start it. I'll take the key out. For now, I'll put it right there. Stay there. Okay. Anything in the glove box? Nope. Just a little, really small dash on the Mustangs. I never really even realized it. And the top must be electrical. Maybe it's manual. I really don't know. Anyways, let's, maybe I'll see if there's a hood release down here. Yep. There we go. Pop the, sorry, not hood, trunk. Let's take a look in the back. What do we got in here? Okay, we got a jack. That's good. Oh, look at that. In case you get stuck in the trunk. Nice little hood release. That's kind of cool. Don't see that on very many vehicles. I think that's standard now. Maybe not. What do we got going on in here? We got a jack. Move that to the side. I don't know if you guys can even see what's going on here. Well, we got some garbage under there. Got the spare tire that looks like it's been used for a while. The tread on it's definitely worn down. But anyways, no other real goodies in here. Let's put that down. I don't see anything. No real hidden compartments. We got a random loose wire here. Okay. So that's cool. Nothing too interesting here. Nothing, no big stereo that I kind of was expecting in the back. But let's... Oh, look at that. Yeah, you're right. I'm here, so you're surrounded by it. Anyways, let's take a look under the hood. Here we go. Pop her here. Oh, is it not going to release? Holy smokes, that's stiff. There we go. Let's go around to the front. See if we can do this with one hand. Where is it? There it is. Use my head. There's the engine, guys. So as you can tell, it isn't a V8. Am I gonna be able to do this with one hand? Here we go. Jump, 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 jump. There we go. So it's not a V8. It's a little V6. I can't really tell. He said he replaced the coil. That doesn't really look like it's too clean. Very dusty for a replaced coil, but I don't know. I can't really tell if that's been replaced or not. Coolant. All right, coolant looks really low. I don't know where it's supposed to be, but it doesn't even look like there's much of anything in there. Interesting. Let's take a look in here. Is anything in there? Whoops. I don't see nothing in there. Did we hear anything? No. It's low. A lot of air. Let's try and squeeze the bottom one in and see if we hear anything. Oh, there's a spring in there holding it so it doesn't collapse. Maybe we bought a real dud. Let's see if the oh, my phone's going off. I didn't put it on silent. Sorry about that. Let's check out the oil. See what it looks like. See if we've got any possible head gasket issues. I like to look at the cap. Although, if there's moisture under the cap, sometimes that just means it's just been sitting for a while. I don't see anything there. That looks nice and clean. The oil here. Let's put it right there. It looks pretty good. It's not mixing with water anyways, so that's okay. Come on, get in there. Stop wiggling now. Okay, go this way then. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Put it back in there. So I guess the next step is just to even see if this thing's gonna start. I don't know. We bought it as a non-runner, so we didn't even try it, so we just winched it on. So I don't know if it's gonna start or not. I've had that happen. You guys have actually witnessed it on a couple vehicles. But anyways, let's get in the car and give it a go. Okay, we're back in the Mustang here. We're gonna give this one a try. She actually turns over. Nothing. Nothing. So, the question is, does it have any spark? Leave the key there for a minute. So there's more than two ways. There's lots of ways you can actually test for spark. But what I like to do is just use the little tool here. You've seen it in a lot of my videos. Attach it to one of the leads that goes to the spark plug and check for spark. Another way is you could just skip that and just go straight to ether, spray it down the intake, and if it tries to start on that, then you know that you got spark and you can just go right out to the next thing. But let's just do it this way. We'll try and find a lead. I'll use my phone to do a close-up camera. Put it up in one of these corners for you guys. And we'll take a look. So, let's see, is there a non-greasy one? Nope. We'll take that guy. Oh, let's touch there. There we go. Getting touched there. Now we're going to find a spot to put it somewhere that's a ground. Somewhere. That can be kind of the hard part, is trying to find a ground that you can actually see. My word. There we go. I think that'll work. Now I gotta see if I can find a spot that my phone can watch that, so that you guys can see it. Table in the way, kinda. That'll work. As long as this is gonna stay there. Sure. Sure. Maybe my phone's gonna fall. Probably. Oh, we'll put it right there. We'll hit record. Get in, we'll turn it over. We'll see if we got some spark. Hopefully that was enough. I know my phone was already moving. Let's take a look. Alright guys, so I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of lining up to be on track with what the person said, which most people are pretty honest, you know. They're telling me that they got a car that they need to get rid of, and we end up making a cheap offer just because we take the risk on the fact that it may have a blown motor. But so far, it turns over okay. It's got a little bit of a gallop. It's got spark. So the next thing is that it's not going to surprise me if we put this down the intake. It's going to actually sound okay. But one thing that I just want to add is that if you guys, even if you guys, well, I should probably fix the spark plug over here. But even if you guys check every single individual spark plug and see if it has spark with a spark plug, or not a spark plug tester, but a spark tester, that doesn't mean that the engine's good. So I really recommend, you know, trying the ether thing, because it's just a quick shot of ether in there. It might not run because it doesn't have enough compression. It might have a knock to it. So rather than rushing out to try and buy parts to fix any other issue, diagnose it and see if the engine actually sounds okay. It's kind of a smart little move. I'd love to trust everyone on when I buy vehicles, but unfortunately, it doesn't feel like it's on, but good enough. Unfortunately, not everyone tells the truth. So I don't want to lose that. We're going to just set it right there. We've got that off. Got this. Get this can in there. Open it up. Let's see if we can get this in there. I don't know. Really tight. There you go. Just take one in. There we go. Okay. So let's see if she'll fire up like that. she sounded good. She fired up, so that's good. Honestly, just turning it over there for a second, it doesn't really have much of a gallop to it. But it's quiet, it's not knocking. So we definitely have a fuel issue. So let's see here. These Fords have what's called, I think it's an inertia switch. And they get tripped when it's in an accident, so that the electric fuel pump stops going. I'm gonna just put this air cleaner back on. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, there have been cars that I have bought non-running, and all that it's needed is that inertia switch to get turned off. It happened, I don't know what triggers them. I mean, I know what triggers them. It's like a force of impact of some kind. But I mean, it could be something as minuscule as someone slamming a door really hard or going over a speed bump too fast, and it just triggers the inertia switch and it kills the fuel pump. So I know that on older Fords, it's in the kick panel. On the passenger front, like what I mean by older Fords, I mean like a Ford pickup truck 92 to 97 roughly. And I don't know, I don't believe that there's inertia switches on newer vehicles like a 2000 and whatever. I could be wrong, 2000, I don't know, 10 and up. But all that I'm saying is that I have had a Ford Taurus and a Ford pickup truck that I bought as a non-runner, had a fueling issue, and all that it was I had to reset that inertia switch. So we're going to take a look, find out where it is on this car, and see if that's the issue. Okay, so we're at the passenger side. We're going to take a look and see if there's anything. Sometimes it could be in the glove box. I'm going to take my hat off too. Got to get down here. It could be in the back here. There we go. Oh, this is going to come off. Sorry, you're not even watching. There we go. Holy, there's some wiring back here, so this is a good sign. We got the computer. We got a couple connections. You're going to see a connection, but it's going to be smaller. It's not going to have as many wires coming into it. And then there's going to be a button. Sometimes it's on the side. Sometimes it's like a plunger type button. But I don't see... I see just a lot of wiring in here. Sorry, my arm's in the way. Nothing up there, nothing up there. So the other place that... Is it way up there? No, nothing up there. The other place that it can be is in the trunk. So we're going to go back over there and take a look. Might as well pop the trunk again. There we go. Let's go take a look at the trunk. All right, in the trunk we go. So usually it's behind one of the rear panels back here. I don't know if, oh, what's this? There we go. There you go. There you go. So this says, if engine fails to start, the vehicle is equipped with a fuel pump shut-off switch. Resetting the switch may resolve the problem. So, that's all that we can hope for. It must be behind this cover. Unless, can I push it here? Nope. Let's just take a look. I'll show you guys. So let's take this cover off. We will take a look. And wouldn't that be crazy if I get a third vehicle that all it needs is an inertia switch to be reset. I could be calling it the wrong thing. There it is. So, that's it. As I sniffle in your ear. That's the red button. And again, it's only got 2 wires kind of going to it. I don't feel like it's been tripped. I think that button should be higher, but I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to put my finger where that red button is, and you'll hear a click when it goes down, if it goes down. So let's see if I can do that. No, it's not up. So I don't believe that that's tripped. So the next thing would be to try and check if there's any fuel going to this. Honestly, I'm leaning to believe that the fuel pump is probably going to be the issue. It could be a wiring issue somewhere. I might just phone and find out how much the fuel pump is, because if I have to drop the tank to check for... Sorry, I'll turn you guys around. If I have to drop the tank to check for connections there anyways, I might as well change the fuel pump if it's cheap. But right now, she sounds okay. I don't know if it's going to run okay, or sorry, drive okay. But let me give a call to the parts store, see how much a fuel pump is. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to pull the tank on this to do it. That's okay. Gives you guys something to watch, right? There you go. Okay guys, we're back. So one thing that we're going to check, this is actually a pretty easy way to see if there's any fuel pressure happening. Most fuel injected cars, they have a purge valve, so that if you're working on the fuel system, you can get rid of the air and fill up the fuel rail. I'm not too sure. I'm guessing that all of them do have it, but let's take a look, see if there is a purge valve of any kind along the fuel rails to either of the injector sides, in which case if we can cycle the key a couple times, it should build up pressure in the fuel rail, and the second you press that purge valve, it should come spraying out. If it just is dripping out or not very strong at all, then it leads to believe that it's going to be the fuel pump. It still could be an electrical issue, but let's just see if that's the if there is any pressure building up. Maybe it's the injectors that are the issue. So the fuel rail looks like it's hidden actually. So there's an injector right there, and it goes up into the fuel rail. You really can't see right there. It's underneath. It's underneath the intake, or the intake of sorts. This is where the fuel comes up. So it goes that way. I don't see anything along here. It goes to this. I don't know if there's. Let's go to the other side and see if there's anything on that. Oh, there it is. I can see it. Right under here. Right there. It looks like a bicycle valve. So we'll take this off. It just unthreads. And then there's going to be, it's just like exactly what is on a valve of a tire or something like that. There's a little pin that you can press in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go just quickly cycle the key a couple times just to make sure that there's pressure going to the pumps. And we're going to see if anything really sprays out of there. So let me just go quickly cycle the key. That's one. That's two. Leave the key out. The other thing that you can do is you can also have someone listening at the fuel tank to see if it's engaging. I don't believe this one is. Again, I don't think you're going to see much here, but if it's going to have lots of pressure, it's going to come just spraying out. Okay. Oh, there's a little cap plug on there. That's interesting. I've never seen that. Let's try it again. I can't get in there with this. Okay, so welcome back with I don't know what I'm doing, and wish me luck, automotive. Let's see here. Oh, I don't even see a pin in there to push on. Other ones have had a pin. This one, there's nothing. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah. So there's zero coming out. So we have zero fuel. Yeah, there's nothing coming out. So we're not getting any fuel to the fuel rail at all, which makes me believe that the injectors are probably fine. The reason I say that is because the Corvette that I got, the teal one, you guys haven't seen me work on that one on a video yet, but I still do have that car. That one I had a fuel related issue with. I don't like that thing. I don't like that cap, that's weird. That one I had a fuel related issue with, and I actually went straight to the fuel pump, and it wasn't the fuel pump. It ended up being the fuel rail was just packed with old gas, and it just wrecked the injectors. I had to replace all of them. This one, because there's no fuel in the fuel rail, or it's completely gelled and solid like jello, nothing's coming out of the fuel rail. I believe that we'll be able to probably change the fuel pump. Again, once I drop the tank, we'll also check for any power going to it or anything like that to confirm that if there is power going to it, that it is in fact the fuel pump. And I think that's going to fix this issue on this car. As you can see, I've got this jacked up in the air. It's not the safest situation. It's sitting on some plywood there. The jacks are sitting on plywood so it doesn't sink in the ground. Got the other jack on the other side, just as an extra brace. It's okay. I've seen worse. But I'm just going to crawl under here, take a look and make a mental note, see what I need to do. I can already see that the rear caliper looks like it's leaking, so that's great. But let's worry about the fuel and try and get this thing running first. We'll get under there and see what tools I need. So, there's one bolt here, probably a 14 for the plug here. One bolt back here, another bolt back here. Interesting. This one's just a hinge. So we'll do a 14 maybe. Oh, is that the pump right there? What is that? I don't know what that is. That just looks weird is what that looks like. Very rusty. Maybe it's just the filter. Interesting. Okay. Well, looks like I'm going to need those special Ford connection remover doohickeys. I'll have a couple things to mess around with, but it doesn't look too hard. So, curious how full that is. I don't really want to deal with a full tank. So we got some tools, we got some extra tools here. I got a pry bar, just cuz. Got some penetrating oil for the sending unit. It's not really a sending unit, filler tube, there we go. Got the Ford fuel line tool. Got a little screwdriver just so that I can pick up things if need be. Needle nose in case I need to pull anything out of clips. I got my 14 and 15 and I got my 8mm. So here's hoping that I got all the tools in order to drop the tank. While I squirm around under here, it's the time right now for you, because you've already watched a couple of my videos. I know you have. If you haven't, watch some of them. Watch some of the other ones. But take your time right now. Like and subscribe. We're going to do this on time lapse. I really appreciate it. Okay, well, for those that don't know, I've got a really bad shoulder right now, so if that looked a little harder than it should have, that's why. Anyways, I think I'm going to leave it like this. I'm quite confident that I can pull the sending unit out the top, get to the pump, and I can also do some testing in this position as far as if it has any power going to the pump or anything like that. So I'm just going to take a little look, grab a test light, and we'll see what we can find out. So I really don't know how much of this you're really going to see. The fuel pump is just held in by a plate here, and then there's some clips in there that you got to squeeze and pull it out. I haven't done any testing for the electrical here. I'm just going straight to changing the pump. I just have a hunch that that's what it is. So anyways, I'm going to pull this out. Hopefully I can do it from this angle, and hopefully my head's not blocking you guys. And then I've already released the clips from the inside. At least I thought I did. Why is it not coming out now? Come on, there we go. There's the sleeve, there's all the gas. Cool. So it looks like this will all unplug from. Can I even get my head in here? Let's do this. Looks like this will just all unplug from the top. How does that come off? Mustang's up, gas tank's down, out, fuel pump's out, new fuel pump's here. I just want to talk to you guys about something now. Calm down. I'm not going to try and sell you anything. Don't worry. I'm not sponsored. I don't have enough people liking me. Probably never will. But trust me when I say, if I ever get enough sponsors and I get someone telling me that they want me to sponsor or advertise men's grooming or mailed microwaved food, you're not going to see that on this channel. If ever I get to that point where I'm going to get a sponsor, which quite frankly, I'm not in it for that. But if ever I do, I'm going to stick to car-related content, car-related advertising, parts, tools, stuff like that. So you're not going to see any of that crap from me. But what I am going to say is that this ATV here, my son's got a little YouTube channel. He is 11, only just turned, so most of his videos were done when he was 10. And I just want to point out that if you guys have any kids that have that are little gearheads, they look up to you and they work on you with stuff, and they like working on just anything with a motor, or they're interested in that stuff, take a look at Paxton's Projects. That's my son, and he's got many things where he does the will it run type videos on I don't know, is it like a 70s Honda CT70, a Yamaha ATV. He's done brakes too. What else did he do? That 1987 Polaris Cyclone. That's his newest video going live. If it's not live already by the time this video is on. But take a look at it. Paxton's Projects on YouTube. He's my son. Give it a like and share, please. Don't know how much you're going to be able to see of this. I'm working really close to you right now. But what I have to do is the fuel pump came in. Obviously, it's not replacing the whole thing. So we're going to have to deconstruct this, replace the pump and put it back together. And take the glasses off here. Hopefully they don't get wrecked. But I did a quick little look over it. It looks like most of it is really, really tiny bolts. Well, screws with bolt heads. They just go into plastic. And yeah, it looks fairly straightforward. So we're going to just start trying to take off the housing, I guess. It looks like it's only held on by 3 screws. I'm not even going to be able to get to that one, so I'm going to need a little itty bitty wrench that's right behind you. Where is it? That's not even going to work. I might have to look into my specialty, wherever they are, my little specialty wrenches. Don't even know where they are. That's cool. Anyways, let's see if we can get this out of the way so that I can get that wrench or that one off. I haven't taken one of these apart yet, but they don't look like rocket science. So I'm probably going to end up doing a time lapse here and there. I know I asked you in the past, and I'll continue to ask you to do so, but if you can, just please like and subscribe. It helps you find content that is similar to mine that you might like, but it also helps you be alerted whenever I post a new video. And you can be the first to know and the first to watch it. Not that I'm that entertaining to watch, but sure, my voice is soothing. I don't know. Anyways, let's take this off. I was not wanting to. I'm gonna have to get a wrench in there somehow. I don't know if a quarter is gonna work. Looks way bigger than a quarter. Way bigger than a quarter. This pipe is just not coming off, but it looks like if I undo this, I can get to it. Perfect. Get that out of the way. So I think what we're going to do actually, I know that I said I'm going to time lapse this, but I think we're going to get this, is there another one holding it on somewhere? Oh, it's coming off. I think what I want to do is bench test this once I figure out which is the hot and the cold, which it looks to be pretty simple. There's only 2 wires going to this thing. They're going to up in here. Looks like a red and a black. So I'm gonna just plug this back in, get some alligator clips, and I'm just curious if this pump is even working. So we're gonna test that before we change the new one in. So what I've done is I've connected the positive and negative to the motor, sorry, the fuel pump. We've got a battery here. It doesn't have the best juice, but as you can see, you know, we're looking right now. We're listening for things, and nothing's happening. Nothing at all. So I'm going to take that one out of the box. We're going to do a little bench test on that one. the same way that we just did this before we install it, and see if that's the issue. I'm sitting at like 99%, almost 100% sure that it's the electric pump. But let me set that up off camera and then we'll take a look. So just showing you guys how I'm testing this. Here's the new pump, and it comes with this plug. These wires, they're different sizes, so they can only go on one way, so it's not confusing, so that's good. And then it goes into the this plug will eventually sit in the housing there, and this clips in. We've got a red and a black going to it. So what we're going to do is, what I was doing with the other one is I was just taking the negative and hitting the negative terminal. I was taking the positive and hitting the positive terminal and listening for the bad pump to go. This time, because it's hooked up to the good one, we should be able to hear or see something going on. But I can't do it with, I have to do it with both my hands, so I got to put you back on the stand so that you can listen and hear for that. Moment of truth, this is going to be just as good as hearing the engine run and idle as far as I'm concerned. If I touch these two leads to this and this turns on, then I think we're going to be good to go once we get this in. So listen up. Did you hear that? I don't know if you can see it, but it just torqued. I'll do it once more. Can you even see this motor? Let's move this over. Let's put this over here. Sparked a bit. There's a bunch of gas around, so that's good. Anyways, the pump is right here. Can you even see it? Yes, you can. I'm going to put my hip here so it doesn't fall. Anyways, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Now, it's not good to run the pumps dry, so we're going to leave it at that. This is definitely what the issue is for the car. Without a doubt, I'm at 100% sure, we'll still say 99.9% sure, that with this being replaced, it's going to be the root cause of the issue, and we'll be able to address the situation on a non-running Mustang. So, this comes with this kit comes with everything that you see. Pretty much, there is instructions. Who reads those? I mean, come on. I'm going to disconnect this right now. Like I said, those wires only go in one way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror image this. This comes with a sock for the pump. How does that go? It does go a specific way. Okay. I guess it just presses on. That doesn't seem right. It seems loose. There's a cap here, so let's take that off. It's really going to seem loose. Is there another one? There it is. I'm putting the wrong one on, that's why. So this is for the housing. This sock here is for the pump. They all come with caps so that you keep it nice and clean. Put that on there. It's a little stiff, but she goes on. Push it all the way on. I screwed up already. Take it off. This is why you should watch instructions. Drop it on the ground, get it really dirty. Forgot to put this rubber on. So it goes like that. Oh, it actually, yeah, there we go. Now let's put it back on, now that it's full of dirt from dropping it on the ground. I never said I was a mechanic. I just like working on cars, guys. So if anyone's going to start ripping into me saying that I don't know what I'm talking about, I call things different names than they actually are. Yeah, I do. That's right. But you know what? I'm out in the shop working on things, and I'm encouraging you guys to do the same. So get out there. It doesn't take that long. This is just all one day. I probably started at like 10 a.m. What time is it? Oh, just ripped my pocket, so that's cool. It's almost 12, so I've been at this for about 2 hours. Let's see here. So that's the mirror image of that. It looks like there's another rubber grommet type thing that goes over top of this for an isolator of sorts. This is going to feed into the pump top housing right there. That's perfect. Looks like everything's going together pretty smoothly. That's a little grimy in here, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to spray this out. I'll give you guys a quick peek beforehand. I can't separate this, so I'll have to bring the camera over. But it's pretty dirty in here. Let's take a quick look. Come up. So all that's kind of crusty and grimy. I'm going to get some brake clean and crap and clean that out, because that could get sucked up into the fuel line and go into the injectors. But I'm going to just quickly clean that out. I'm going to change that sock filter with this one, and then this thing will be ready to go back together and go back in the car. There we go. She's spotless now. So this is gonna have to come off very carefully. Okay. Okay, that's gonna, let me see what we're doing here. So what are you guys working on for projects? I mean, half the stuff that you guys watch me work on, they're just stuff that came in through my business. I'm not really partial for them. Just they're just cool stuff, and yeah, they just came in and they're getting worked on briefly. I don't know, I tend to like all vehicles. I still remember when the 99 Mustangs came out. I think that's the first year of that body style. I could be wrong. I seem to like them. I painted my first car. It was a 67 Galaxy, and I painted it 1997 Mustang purple, actually. 97? I think it was. I think it was like a 1 year only color as well. But, whoops, I'm caught there. Alright, so that looks like it's back together. The pump's not moving. Look at this here. Sorry, when I say this here, it's just the last screw that I had to take out for this. And then we got to get this back in. I'd like to also point out is that on most of my videos, actually, yep, all my videos, I haven't used a computer OBD2 reader. That'd be the first thing that most people go to for this. I like to try and just look at things, try and fix it. I mean, if I was in a real hurry, then maybe I would grab an actual scanner and see what it says. But for the most part, a lot of this stuff, even though it's got computers, it's still pretty easy to figure out. That should be okay. Is it supposed to be angled the other way? No, it's supposed to be that way. That should be okay. Right? That's interesting. So the other one had the housing in there. This has a longer cable. That's okay. We'll be able to make it work. So what are these guys? That's what I'd like to know. Is this a clip to hold that on? This is the only thing that I'm going to have to read the instructions with. I've got two of them. One's black, one's white. And I don't know what they're for. They almost look like fuse pullers. So let's see what this thing says as far as where they go. If I can find the English section, there we go. Drain tank, nope. Yeah, drain tank, no. Disconnect hoses, yep. Plug all tubes, sure, didn't know. Remove the fuel tank from the vehicle, kinda. Clean areas around the fuel pump before disassembly, no. Remove the retaining ring or bolts using appropriate tool, yes. Clear area around the fuel pump assembly, no. Remove the fuel pump assembly from the fuel tank. Oh, okay, so the fuel pump's not even out yet. There's a lot of cleaning going on before then. Let's see here. Note orientation, sure. Remove filter from existing pump. Remove electronic connectors, yep. If applicable, remove hoses. Remove existing pump. Install, replace pump in bracket. I don't see where this goes. Still not saying. Cut wires, nope. Strip wires, no. Crimp wires, no. Noting wire to terminate, yeah, okay. If applicable, install new filter on pump, yep. Clean and flush tank thoroughly, no. Install pump, fuel, assembly to tank. So that doesn't even talk about these clips. I have a feeling that they're just to hold everything together. No, I don't even think that's what it is. I have no idea what the heck. That's not coming off. Are they for the socks? Maybe they're for the socks. But they came, no, they're not for the socks either. Nope. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. So if anyone can tell me what these two clips are for, you can comment down below, but it'll already be in the gas tank. I'm not going to pull it and do it. Let's go put it back in the Mustang and see if this works. Cool. You can even see. Let's turn it. There we go. Hi, I'm over here. Let's see if I can remember how this contraption went in here. Come on, get up here. So the wires went to the back somehow. I think it went in this way. So let's try not to get some dirt in here. Probably already succeeding. And the filter goes in. Nope. I'm gonna go with the float goes in first, is my guess. There we go. How the heck? What the? Oh, I see. I see. Right, let's do it a different way. Oh, come on. Did that go up? Did it go up? I don't think so. Come on. You're a snake bite anyways. So it's gonna have to go in. Alright, let's go like this. Let's go like that. I guess that's gonna bend up. Yep. Filter bent a bit. Okay. Now what? I'm pretty sure it went this way. Didn't it? It doesn't seem to be wanting to go down. Come on. It only went in one way. Not going that way. Gotta turn this all the way around somehow. Wow. That was a little too intense for my likings, I gotta be honest with you. Let's get those wires put in. Make sure those wires are put in. Yep. It's looking good. We'll get her on there. Okay. And I did replace the gasket under there. You know, it's the right thing to do. Let's start. Oh, that would have sucked if that went in the tank. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, come on, you. You know, if my arm wasn't hurting so much, it wouldn't be such a big deal, but holy, these angles are just killing me. Okay, oh, can't even reach. There we go. Start them all by hand, except for the one that I dropped. I don't even know where that one is. There we go. I also had to rip some of the insulation here. Get in there. Right here. The wiring was going under it, and I couldn't get to it. Couldn't get the wiring out of it. So, yeah, let's cross-thread that one just for fun. We all like stuff that's cross-threaded. Where's the other guy? There it is. And can I even see the other guy? Nope. We'll just do that. Okay. As per usual, I started with gloves. Don't have gloves anymore. And let's get this going on. Not looking forward to the next step. My shoulder is really buggered. I'll be going to physio for about 2 months. Happened from sleeping, of all things. So those that are 20 and 30, enjoy it while it lasts, because holy, you go to sleep and then you wake up like you were hit by a truck. The problem with this one is that even physio isn't fixing it. That's okay. Not really complaining, just expressing my frustrations about getting old. So, there's only 2 more after that. Then we gotta see if we can muscle this sucker in. Gotta tape the insulation before I forget, so I'm gonna go do that. And then we're gonna muscle this sucker in. Yeah, let's see how I'm gonna get this up here. I'm really not looking forward to it. Here we go. The tank is pretty much empty. She's in. Probably should have disconnected the battery when I was doing this, not gonna lie. But you know what? I don't care. So, I already know, let me take the key out. I already know that the fuel pump was running bone dry. It actually wasn't running bone dry. Let me think about what I'm saying here. The fuel line all the way up to the engine is bone dry. Because the fuel pump failed a long time ago. The engine ran off everything that it had in the fuel line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle the key, I don't know, maybe 4 times. Now we'll start the beeping. Let the fuel pump fill up. It's not really registering. Oh, it's got a quarter tank. I can hear the fuel pump. So for all you guys, all you Mustang people, you can hear the fuel pump kick in. I don't know, there's some background noise, and the beeping probably doesn't help, but you can hear it. Yeah, you can hear it. That's the 3rd time. I'm wondering if it's not really picking up too much fuel with it being jacked up like this. I don't know. I'll try it one more time, cycle it, and then we're going to give it a go, see if it actually starts. It's probably going to take a bit. Oh, I didn't hear the pump that time. Now I hear it. Okay, so it must have been sucking up and pushing up some bubbles and stuff, so it's a lot quieter. So let's do it a couple more times. I don't think it's gonna start. There you go. Okay. So it's gonna have some misses and some shakes because it's got a lot of air in the system. It's running. It's not running good. It's missing. We gotta get the air out of the system. Better. Still got some air in the system. I don't think there's any smoke coming. That's better. She's running a little better. Let's take a quick peek. She's still jacked up. She's got a little bit of a rough idle, a little bit of a shake to it. But no smoke was coming out. There's no billowing of smoke. The engine runs super quiet. I was actually looking on the internet. I don't know, this thing, the front end's all pretty bad, but I was thinking about just painting the fender and the hood over just black and having a two-tone. It'll tie in with the the top, but probably too much work. She's smoothing out in a bit more. It's actually running okay now. So let's get her down on the ground. We'll see if she goes for a drive. I haven't pushed the brakes yet, or at least I don't think I have. Usually subconsciously you always push the brakes when you go to start a car. I haven't felt anything abnormal, so we'll have to see how that one back wheel is, but I'll get this thing back on the ground and we'll go from there. Alright, it runs. We're gonna take it for a drive. There's one more thing we gotta do. Okay guys, going for the first drive here. The good old Mustang. Brakes seem okay. It's not like the Honda Accord last video. Let's go for a little drive. It's got still a little bit of a mist to it. Probably a lot of air in the system. Shifted great there. Brakes are gonna sound horrible, but again, that's nothing like the Honda Accord in the last video. If you want to know what I'm talking about, just look it up. Did a bullet run on a Honda Accord. I guess, oops. It obviously ran if the brakes were sounding horrible, but take a look. Yeah, this isn't bad. It's quiet. Drives good. Smooth. Brake pedal seems fine, so that means it's a an axle seal probably. We'll come down to the bottom of the hill, and as usual, let it go, let it shift through the gears, see how it shifts. But I mean, this thing's pretty quiet actually. I don't know if that's a good thing for a Mustang. I think the Mustang 5 liters do sound good. Not a bad little purchase. $200 car. So far into it for just over $100 for a fuel pump. Seems to brake straight. It's got high kilometers though, 279. That's not good. What does that say? Service engine soon. Okay. We'll get right on that. Okay, let's see how good this thing shifts. I'll let you guys have my view. Shifted okay. Hopefully it's got reverse. We have reverse. Front end feels a little loose there, but it's a $300 car. Can't really complain. Good shift. Nice and smooth. Not bad. Not bad. Brakes are working good. Good little summertime cruiser. Sorry, I don't know what you were looking at there, but good little summertime cruiser. Brakes will have to probably be gone over, but yeah, we'll probably send this off to the next person, let them fix it up. She's driving okay. This isn't bad at all, actually. Kind of enjoyable. So anyways, I guess that's another win for me. I haven't had a fail yet, and I'm trying a bunch of different vehicles. I got everything from, what's the oldest thing that I did? 70, was it a 70 VW Bug? I've done diesel, I've done gas, I've done newer vehicles. I mean, I consider a 99 pretty new to me. Again, I didn't scan this vehicle. This is just strictly diagnosing. I mean, I could have figured this out at the side of the road broken down, so then we'd be on our way as long as we had a parts place. So I'm pretty happy with this. Another successful Will It Run. If you want to see more videos that I do, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. And and thank you for the support. Take care.